Welcome to the future of content creation. This is Claude Video, the AI replacing your entire production team. We are standing at a breaking point, a moment where the slow, painful process of content creation is about to be utterly transformed. What if one AI tool could replace your editor, scriptwriter, animator, thumbnail designer, and even your entire production team? It sounds impossible, but the technology is here. Right now, creators are drowning in editing timelines, overwhelmed by expensive software, crushed by deadlines, and suffering from content burnout. The demand is endless, but the hours are not. But what if the solution wasn't another plugin or another freelancer? What if it was a single, unified AI breakthrough? Introducing Claude Video, the platform changing everything. The explosion of the creator economy means competition has never been fiercer. The rules are changing, and only the fastest will survive. Content creation is getting exponentially harder. The algorithms demand consistency, quality, and quantity. Every creator is desperate for faster, more scalable workflows. In the chaos of 2025 and 2026, where AI tools are popping up daily, Claude Video emerges as the newest disruptive force. We've seen ChatGPT, Google Veo, Sora, and Runway. But Claude Video operates on a completely different level of complexity and integration. It doesn't just generate clips, it crafts entire stories. Now, let's get into the hard truth about content creation today. If you're a creator, you know this pain. The single biggest time sink is editing. For a standard 10-minute YouTube video, you might spend 10 to 30 hours cutting, splicing, finding B-roll, and animating graphics. That time is killing your scale. Outsourcing thumbnails and scripts costs thousands, and the pressure from the YouTube algorithm never stops. The result? Creator burnout and an unsustainable business model. Even the current AI tools we love still require immense manual oversight. You still have to stitch the generations together, maintain consistency, and manage the narrative flow. It's too fragmented. So what is this breakthrough? What is Claude Video, and how does it fundamentally rewrite the creator workflow? At its core, Claude Video is a unified AI ecosystem built for long-form narrative content. It masters text-to-video generation, but its real power lies in AI storytelling. Claude handles the heavy lifting, automated scene generation, selecting the optimal visual cadence, high-quality voice narration, and cinematic sequencing. You give it an idea, it returns a finished video. Imagine cutting a 30-hour editing process down to a 30-minute review session. The old, fragmented workflow is replaced by a single, intelligent UI that manages every aspect of production for you. These aren't incremental upgrades. These are features that fundamentally change what it means to be a professional creator. First, the long-form storytelling automation. Claude can take a 5,000-word script and, with one click, generate a perfectly paced, visually consistent, 30-minute cinematic documentary. It generates ultra-consistent B-roll, optimizes pacing based on emotional scene detection, and seamlessly manages visual transitions, giving your content a professional studio feel. Claude also offers instant thumbnail suggestions, powerful viral hook generation, and exports optimized for YouTube, TikTok, and Reels simultaneously. It covers the entire life cycle of a video. So who is this technology for? The answer is everyone. Claude Video isn't just for tech gurus. It's for every creator trying to survive the algorithm. Music, intense trailer percussion intro, then shift to futuristic synthwave. The war for the timeline has begun. AI is no longer a tool. It's a co-pilot, or maybe a competitor. Are you ready for the fight? Music, synthwave continues, slight tension. The speed of AI video generation is accelerating past human capability. This isn't just about faster edits. It's about the future of YouTube, filmmaking, and every creative industry. Music, emotional piano swells. On one side, the human editor, fueled by coffee and deadlines. On the other, the holographic AI interface completing hours of work in minutes. The tension is palpable. Music, intense, dramatic swell, then fades to serious piano. The elephant in the server room, the question every creator and editor is asking, will AI completely replace human editing? This is where the emotional tension begins. Music, emotional piano continues, slow pace. We have to acknowledge the fear. It's real. Job displacement, the devaluation of skills, the existential dread of being automated out of existence. But fear only wins if you stop moving. Music, serious tone, switch to hybrid orchestral. Let's talk balanced viewpoints. Yes, there are real dangers in this AI revolution, but more importantly, there are exponential opportunities for those who adapt. It's a spectrum, not an absolute. Visual, fast-paced editing, glitch transition between sides. Split-screen human side shows artistic color grading/mood. AI side shows instant timeline cuts. Music, synthwave increases in tempo. This is the core battle, the subtle, human artistry of a perfect cut versus the brute force, instantaneous sequence generation of an AI video generator. Music, trailer percussion hit, fast pacing. AI, like Claude AI, is already dominant in repetitive tasks, finding jump cuts, removing filler words, creating viral-style captions. This automation eliminates the boring 80% of editing work. Music, emotional piano returns, reflective mood, but the human role remains vital. Intuition, choosing which story to tell, creating emotional depth that resonates. A machine can optimize a video, but only a human can truly connect. Music begins to transition to uplifting motivational. The key takeaway? AI won't replace creators, but a creator who knows AI will replace a creator who doesn't. This is the difference between thriving and fading away. Music, uplifting orchestral synth. Learning AI tools today gives you an insane advantage. You can produce content faster, scale your output bigger, and tap into infinite content pipelines that your competitors are still dreaming of. Visual, human and robotic hands shaking over a glowing editing timeline/dashboard. Dynamic subtitles, motion graphic overlay. Human plus AI equals 10x. Music, motivational, determined tone. The future isn't man versus machine, it's man with machine. Embrace the collaboration. It's the new standard for AI content creation. Music, slight intensity increase. Let's be blunt. AI replaces the manual labor. Those who refuse to leverage these AI video generators will simply be outproduced by faceless YouTube channels and one-person media companies using AI tools 2026. Music, hard transition to high-energy, futuristic synthwave, faster pace. Chapter title pop-up, the future predictions. Now, let's look into the crystal ball and predict the future of YouTube and content automation. Visual, YouTube dashboard filled with faceless AI videos, animated statistics. Pop-up keyword, faceless YouTube channels. Imagine entire channels running 24/7, fully AI generated from script to final edit. The competition is about to become infinite. Visual, AI security camera feed tracking a person, then transition to the digital human face. Motion tracked graphic, custom video for you. Music, curiosity-driven synth. We're moving toward hyper-personalized AI videos. The algorithm won't just suggest content. It will generate content specifically for your viewing preferences in real time. Visual, cinematic flyover of an AI-generated cityscape, holographic data streams flowing between buildings. Cinematic prompt, futuristic AI cityscape, neon blue and purple lighting, data flow. Music, grand, cinematic hybrid orchestral buildup. We are witnessing the birth of massive, AI-driven media ecosystems. One-person media companies will command the reach of old television networks, thanks to AI filmmaking. Music, uplifting orchestral theme begins. The foundation is laid for a new type of media empire. The speed and scale offered by AI are too powerful to ignore. The question is, are you building yours or watching others build theirs? Visual, pop-up keywords, AI influencers, one-person media company. Look for the rise of AI influencers and truly real-time content generation. These tools provide infinite content pipelines, turning a single creator into a massive content factory. Music, powerful, dramatic pause, emotional piano takes over. So, are we witnessing the death of traditional content creation or the birth of something infinitely bigger and more powerful? The answer depends entirely on your next step. Visual, fast-paced montage of creator success, e.g., person smiling at a screen, digital assets flowing, futuristic AI visuals. Motion graphics, zoom transition, glitch effects, inspiring captions. Music, uplifting, motivational soundtrack swells, high intensity. The future is not a passive event. It's built by action. See this potential not as a threat, but as the single greatest creative leap in history. Seize the tools now. Music, final massive cinematic crescendo. Comment below. Will AI replace creators? Subscribe for more AI content. And remember this, the creators who learn AI today may become the media empires of tomorrow.
Welcome to the Explainer. Today we're diving into a massive paradigm shift that is completely rewriting the rules of digital content creation. We're talking about how natural language is rapidly and entirely replacing traditional editing timelines. By the end of our time together today, you're going to understand exactly how chatting with an AI is becoming the new standard for producing premium content. But first, I want you to think about this. How long does it really take to edit a premium piece of content? If you've ever worked in production, you know the agonizing reality here. It's hours and hours spent scrubbing through timelines, adjusting these tiny, minute keyframes, troubleshooting exports, and just wrestling with complex software interfaces. I mean, a simple 20-second clip with dynamic motion graphics, that could easily take an experienced editor 2 hours or more just to build from scratch. Well, this brings us to a huge breakthrough. One professional editor recently put it perfectly. They said they've been able to create some of the most premium-looking motion graphics they've ever made, all without actually editing. And the crazy thing, this isn't some far-off future concept. It's happening right now. The magic trick here is that natural language, literally just plain English, has become the ultimate editing tool. So here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with the AI editing revolution as a whole. Then, Level 1, CapCut Basics. Next up, Level 2, Autopilot Video Ads. Then we hit Level 3, Pro Motion Graphics. And finally, we'll wrap up with what this prompt-based future means for you. Section 1, the AI editing revolution. We are witnessing a fundamental change in the creative process, and the contrast is pretty stark. Traditional editing, it's basically a process of manual labor that requires deep software proficiency. But editing driven by AI models like Claude, instead of a mouse and keyboard, you're using conversational prompts. Instead of manual troubleshooting, you're getting instant iterations in a matter of minutes. It completely evaporates the technical barrier to entry. Section 2, Level 1, CapCut Basics. Let's see how this builds from the ground up. Now for this first level, you don't even need a paid AI subscription. The crucial takeaway here is how easily you can bypass complex software tools using just the free version of Claude. Let's say you need a color grade. You literally just ask Claude to generate a clean, soft pastel LUT file for studio videos. It writes the file, you download it, drop it into CapCut at 50% opacity, and boom, your footage is instantly graded. Don't like the teal and the shadows? Just tell it to remove the teal. Or maybe you need an animated number counter, going from 0 to 535. You just prompt Claude to write an SR2 subtitle file where each number appears for a fraction of a second. You drag that into CapCut, adjust your font and speed, and you've instantly got this premium counting effect that would have taken ages to keyframe manually. Section 3, Level 2, Autopilot Video Ads. Okay, now we step up to Level 2. This does require a paid environment, but it introduces massive scale. To make Autopilot a reality, we rely on something called a Claude MD file. You can think of this as an employee handbook for your AI. Instead of reminding the AI every single time what your brand colors are or what tone of voice you prefer, you just store all of that in a simple markdown file right within a specific project folder. So every time you ask a question in that folder, the AI silently reads the manual first. This ensures it always stays perfectly on brand without you having to repeat yourself over and over. But there was always a bit of a hurdle here. Claude operates in a secure sandbox, which means it couldn't generate real images or videos directly. Enter Higgsfield. This is a super powerful connector application that acts as the missing puzzle piece. It bypasses that sandbox, allowing Claude to actually look at folders on your computer, understand the images inside them, and spit out completely rendered visuals right back into your workspace. And here is the magical 4-step workflow that makes all of this happen. Let's say you're selling blue light blocking glasses. Step 1, you drop 4 raw product photos into a folder on your desktop. Step 2, your Claude MD file defines the brand voice as calm and educational for late-night tech workers. Step 3, Higgsfield ingests those photos. And Step 4, you literally just type, turn the images in this folder into a video ad. That's it. The AI creates a custom, consistent digital avatar, writes the script, composites the scenes holding your exact product, and outputs a finished, user-generated content ad. You could even set this on a scheduled task to automatically generate 5 new ads for you while you're fast asleep. It's wild. Section 4, Level 3, Pro Motion Graphics. Now we reach the final boss of this explainer, going from simple assets and generated ads to highly complex, customized visual effects. To pull this off, we treat the AI not just as an editor, but as a full-blown software developer. You install a framework like Node.js, along with tools like Remotion or Hyperframes on your machine. What these tools do is allow Claude to write pure HTML and JavaScript code, and then render that code directly into a finished MP4 file. And the elements you can build with this setup, they're absolutely mind-blowing. You can feed Claude a reference image from Pinterest of an Apple-style UI button, and it will code an exact animated replica. You can ask for a dynamic search bar with live, mixed-speed typing text that actually includes backspaces, so it looks like a real human is typing. You can tell it to render a tracking map animation flying from Los Angeles to New York. You can even provide a screenshot of an article and prompt it to create an automated, smooth text highlighting effect over specific words. So here's exactly how this workflow functions in real time. You start with a natural English prompt, Claude writes the code in the background, then it instantly opens a local browser window to show you a live preview of the animation. This part is absolutely crucial because you don't have to sit around waiting for a heavy render. You look at the browser, you converse with Claude to tweak the code, and once it is absolutely perfect, it renders out the final MP4. Oh, and here is a pro tip straight from the source material regarding those conversational tweaks. Give the AI specific numerical values. If an animated glowing orb is too bright, don't just say, make it less intense. Instead, say, decrease the glow by 50%. Using specific numbers like that allows the AI to adjust the code with pinpoint accuracy on the very first try, which saves you a ton of time and processing power. Section 5. The prompt-based future. Let's bring all these puzzle pieces together and summarize what this massive shift in productivity actually means for you as a learner and a creator. The shift is incredibly clear. In the past, the core skill required was software proficiency. You had to know exactly where every button and menu was hidden. In the future, the only skill that matters is creative direction. The time to ship a project is dropping from hours and days down to literal minutes. And the editing process itself has evolved from tedious manual troubleshooting into simple conversational iteration with your AI partner. I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. If the software is now doing all the heavy lifting, the barrier to entry is completely gone. Taste, vision, and creative direction are now the ultimate currencies. Anyone can bypass the technical hurdles to act as a visionary director. The tools are here, they understand plain English, and they are ready to work. So the only question left to ask is, what are you going to build? Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.
Millions of people use artificial intelligence to write emails, generate funny images, and tinker with chatbots. But quietly, in the background, a small fraction of users are doing something entirely different. They are building autonomous digital ecosystems that generate millions. Meanwhile, the internet is flooded with advice pushing highly competitive, low-return hustles. These models promise easy cash, but result in a cycle of constant manual labor. To understand where the actual value lies, we can rank the 14 most common AI business models, starting from the guaranteed dead ends and climbing all the way to high-ticket automated enterprises. We are seeing a divide emerge in how people work. One side continues to manually operate AI tools as a doer, while the other side is learning to manage them as a director. Where your financial trajectory ends up will be determined entirely by which rung on this leverage ladder you decide to stop climbing today. At the very bottom, in the F tier, are models like the faceless YouTube channel, number 14 on our list. These rely on churning out purely AI-generated videos. Platform algorithms now actively suppress and demonetize this content because it lacks a human perspective and brand loyalty. Number 13 is the AI trading bot. If a developer built an algorithm that consistently generated 20% returns, they would trade with their own capital. Instead, these operators package temporary, expired financial signals and sell them as $97 courses. Neither of these models possesses any longevity or defensibility. Anyone with an internet connection can replicate the exact same process in an afternoon. These F-tier distractions fail because they try to sell hope or spam the internet, rather than solving painful, deeply rooted operational problems for real businesses. Moving up to the B tier, we find the freelance hustles, content repurposing at number 12, logo and brand design at 11, AI copywriting at 10, and website creation at number 9. These form the doer tier. Looking at this chart, you see the structural limit of freelance work. The left side shows a solo freelancer's revenue hitting a hard ceiling, capped by personal bandwidth. On the right, we see the exponential revenue curve of an automated system builder. These standalone services are also incredibly vulnerable to software updates. Most major platforms are currently building these exact features, like native copywriting and auto design, directly into their existing suites. While these B-tier hustles work well as entry points to generate quick cash, the intense competition and strict lack of scale make them incapable of building lasting enterprise wealth. The climb into the A tier is where operations actually begin to scale. This tier includes social media management at number 8, virtual assistants at 7, and AI chat agents at number 6. Historically, digital assistants were rigid. With early voice command tools, you asked a specific question and it returned a specific programmed answer. There was no autonomy. Modern platforms like OpenClaw and Apex operate differently. These agents maintain 24/7 workflows. They parse complex queries, identify missing information, and execute multi-step tasks without needing a human to prompt them at every turn. Deploying these operational agents allows you to establish recurring monthly retainers. It is the first critical step toward detaching your revenue from the raw hours you spend at a keyboard. The highest level of leverage exists in the S tier. This includes AI voice agents at number 5, AI lead generation at 4, and AI consulting at number 3. These models drive direct revenue and capture high-ticket B2B capital. Consider the return on investment for a legacy business, like an HVAC company or a dental clinic. A single missed phone call can equal thousands of dollars in lost revenue. Deploying a custom AI voice agent that never sleeps and always qualifies leads solves a highly lucrative problem. At the absolute peak of the AI economy, we find AI to AI marketplaces at number 2 and the ultimate model at number 1, agent development and the AI venture studio. Transitioning to autonomous agents alters how businesses are built, matching the scale of when mobile interfaces replace the desktop. This node network maps an AI venture studio. A central human director links to head agents, who delegate to specialized digital employees managing code, marketing, and service. They communicate internally, reviewing and executing directives 24/7, with zero human labor costs. Building and owning this automated infrastructure allows a single individual to scale and direct a multi-million-dollar enterprise. To achieve this level of scale, you have to step away from the keyboard and stop acting as the operator. You must adopt the philosophy of the human on the loop, overseeing the systems rather than doing the manual labor. The playbook for this transition is straightforward. Step 1 is validation. Reach out directly to your network to confirm a specific business pain point. Step 2 is pre-selling the solution to those businesses before you write a single line of code. The core infrastructure is now in place, but the specific systems that will dominate the next decade haven't been built yet. This creates a window for whoever can assemble these tools into a working enterprise first. Step 3 is to launch the process manually to ensure it actually delivers value. Step 4 is securing audience distribution by partnering with established voices in your target industry. Finally, Step 5 is productization. You take the cash flow generated from the manual process and reinvest it into specialized software, using it to fully automate the agent ecosystem so it can run independently. This economic transition rewards the architects of systems, not the operators of tools. The technology is already here. The only question left is which rung of the ladder you will start building today.